Hi. Good morning, Kathy. Good morning, Lily. Good morning,
Hi.
Tracy.
Good morning, Kathy. Good morning, Lily. Good morning,
Hi.
Tracy.
Hold on.
Good morning, Kathy. Good morning, Lily. Good morning, Tracy.
I think I fixed it. My Patreon was live on the channel. What's up, Mama? What's going on with you? So it's doing the playback. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome. Tracy, it's been a while. Hi, baby girl. Oh, congratulations. I can imagine. Congratulations, baby girl. Oh, I love that. That is so dope. I'm so happy for you. And you know what's so crazy? Last week, I think it was Friday, I was talking about pregnancy, but you had a baby. But I was saying somebody's daughter was going to tell them they're pregnant or something to that nature. So today we are talking about astrology. Watch out, Mama. Today we're talking about astrology. Again, we're going to finish it off with the 9th to the 12th house. But before I get into that, yesterday, Kathy and Lily expressed that they did not have planets in the 6th house and a few other houses. And I wanted to talk about that today because it was something that I learned where I've always thought that in every person has every planet in their chart. And then but mine is not like that. So I'm like, okay, but that's very rare. But what's the opposite is that most people will miss a planet or two. That is actually normal when you see a chart. And today's chart is showing that upside down. It's showing that there's nothing in Virgo today. And I don't think there's anything in Cancer either. Yeah. There's nothing. I think this is like the beginnings of, yeah. So that's a normal thing. So what does that mean? It doesn't mean that there's nothing happening in that house. Now, let's go back over the 6th house. The 6th house is the house of Virgo. It's the house of hard work. It's the house of health. It's the house of like your day-to-day, mundane, everyday living is what the 6th house represents. Okay. It represents like your service to the world, what you like, your practical daily. I call them your practical everyday people are your Virgos, but it's all, we all have that in our chart, and it really represents what we are here to like serve, or how we're here to serve, or our servitude, or that house specifically is about like your service to the world, your service to others. It's where you'll learn how to survive also. So when traumatic things happen, you'll use that energy, whatever is in that Virgo house is what you can use to overcome said tragedy. So what do you do when you don't have a planet in a house? When there's nothing in that house, you're going to look at the house ruler. So for the 6th house, for you guys, y'all didn't have anything in that house. The house ruler for Virgo is Mercury. So we're going to look at where we have Mercury in our chart. And wherever you have Mercury in your chart, is where you are going to, that's the energy you're going to use to overcome whatever is going on, as far as if you have a problem with anything in your sixth house. So that's if you're living on the dark end of your sixth house. Okay. So that's pretty much how you'll do that for any house. So if you don't have a planet in Cancer, you'll look at who's ruling Cancer, and then you'll go to wherever is at play, like wherever that sign, whatever's in that house or whatever's in that sign, and you'll use that energy. Okay. So let's say for your Mercury, you have it in Scorpio or something to that nature. Then you'll use very scorpionic, very deep. You'll be the one to want to have deep conversations in order to fix that, to get deeper with your knowledge, or to get deeper with the community, or have a deeper relationship with certain people if you want to get through in that house. Or you see what I'm saying? So that's how that works. You'll have to use the energy of wherever, and you'll look at your chart. And if, let's say, it's another house and it's ruled by Jupiter, then you'll look at where Jupiter is in your chart, and then you'll go by that energy. Now, also, you can also use where there's the next cluster of planets that's available to you. So if you have your sixth house empty and you notice that you have 2 or 3 planets next in Libra, then you'll say, okay, you'll use the Libra energy, because you'll have like a slight Libra stellium. You see what I'm saying? So because you'll have that heavy Libra energy, you can use that to also offset the energy of whatever house is missing from. So you'll go to the next stellium, go around the chart and go to the next stellium, and that's where or semi-stellium. You want something where there's a cluster of more than one planet. And that's the energy that you'll use to combat whatever is going on in your chart. I'm going to put you upstairs. Okay? I'm working. So that is how you handle when there's not a planet in a house, but you should definitely have almost everything in your chart. Okay? As far as like all the planets should be taking place in your chart. All right, so let's get into the 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th house. I got to switch tables. And then we'll start talking about the astrology again. So the 9th house is the house of Sagittarius. That's our house of higher learning. Put that there. That's our house of higher learning. That's the house of just higher thoughts. You Sagittarius people, they like to go into, I used to love working at the old folks home, and I would go in there and do activities. That's like something that I love to do, but it was more about the people for me, the stories I would hear. You see what I'm saying? The lessons I would learn, the things I would learn about marriage and relationships and things to that nature. So Sagittarius love to learn things from other people. They love to watch other people have experiences and learn from those experiences. They don't like to necessarily go through it themselves unless they have to. They more like to watch the results of multiple people trying to do the same thing and then come to a consensus of, this is how I'm gonna handle my life. They're very confident people. There are teachers, are preachers. Well, that's the type of energy that is in the 9th house. It talks about beliefs, ethics, and travel. Travel is big for the 9th house as well. Travel is big. Y'all love to travel. Y'all love to see the world. Y'all love to Experience the world in its entirety. You like fullness. You like philosophy. I love books about philosophy. That's more of what you will catch me reading, is books about philosophy before I will be reading a book from a person, like a how-to book. I will more want to hear about the philosophy behind whatever I'm learning about, and then I can make my own decision of what direction I want to go. What were the people thinking when they created it? That type of stuff. Let me put her out because I want you out of my office. I don't even know why you in here, Luna. You don't even be all around me like that. And I have 2 desks in here because I put the other table. So, no, not a desk. Go. Oh, you gotta use the bathroom. There you go. There you go. I'm sorry. I didn't know the door was closed. The bathroom door was closed, and that's their bathroom where their cat litter is. My bad, guys. I'm like, why she all up in here like that, rubbing up against stuff? Like, what is going on with her? All right. So the 9th house again is about knowledge, philosophy, travel, ethics. And it's about being honest. I feel like that Sagittarius house is about honesty. And depending on what planet you have, it'll play out with one of those, with plenty of those traits, to be honest with you. But you'll have it according to whatever planet. So the energy of that planet will then play out as an experience in that home, is how that goes. Okay. In that house. So that is the Sagittarius house. The 10th house is the Capricorn house. Now, this house is about your career. For me, it's about your public persona, your social status, your work status. People who have a lot of Capricorn in their chart are very successful people because they're very focused. They get the job done. They know how to focus on tasks at hand that fully make them money and are productive. They like public recognition, or they want it, but they don't like to be the one in the front. They like to be the one that's the CEO, and you just see their picture on the plaque as you walk. That's how a Capricorn operates. And that's how that energy operates. It's about being the authority in your field. Okay. And if you do it every day, you can be the authority in your field. So that's definitely very Capricorn. They're very focused people. And I would say, very, very focused people. The 11th house is the house of Aquarius. Aquarius is, and let me back up a little bit for the 10th house. The 10th house is also about structure and business, corporations, that type of energy. Okay. The 11th house is the house of Aquarius. That's the house of your friendship dynamic. So these are the friends that you will be outside with. These are the people that you'll be out saving. Most Aquarians, they're about humanitarianism. They want to be out here saving the world, doing things for the world. They're very different. Aquarius men, they like the women who dresses really funky with the bright clothes, and they may have a funky hairstyle, or they're very much into people who are different. Aquarius people are different. They're leaders of their group because they want the group to succeed, or they can be a great partner in a group. So even if a person is the leader of the group, they will want an Aquarius to head a certain sector of said group. Okay, so That is Aquarius. They're very dynamic. They go against the grain. That's what I have written down. And they help humanity as a whole. That is very much an Aquarius type thing, helping humanity. I said they were humanitarians. And they're just very individualistic people that work well in friendship dynamics. They work well in gathering groups and getting groups together and working for the greater good of humanity. So that is a beautiful thing. And I don't have any Aquarius in my chart. I have Capricorn, but my Aquarius, and so with Aquarius, when I researched me not having Aquarius in my chart, it talked about when you don't see it, it's kind of the same as when you don't have it in a house, but instead of going to the house ruler and looking to see where in your chart that house ruler is playing a part and going by that energy, when you don't have a planet in that chart, then you'll use that energy in every house. You have to then find a way to incorporate this energy. So for me, I have to learn how to be Aquarius-like and Aquarian-like in all aspects of my life. And I would say I do my own thing. I kind of don't follow the path of other people. So I would say that I do that. So okay, that makes sense. Okay. Because when I first saw that I didn't have Aquarius, I thought like how y'all thought about it when you didn't have a planet in that house. Like, oh my goodness, do I not deal with that energy at all? Now, it won't rock my world and play a part in my world in the sense of when a Saturn return comes through, that it'll happen in a specific sector of my life. But also, if I want to get this energy to fully understand the energy, I need to be able to use the Aquarian energy throughout all the houses, okay? Because I don't have it in my chart. It actually skips from Capricorn and goes straight to Pisces for the third house. So yes, that is the 11th house. 12th house is Pisces. This is very deep. I was talking about this with my kids this morning because I was explaining to my Taurus child, who is just so intelligent, and she gets angry when people don't understand practical things. And she has a Pisces sister who does not understand practical things. Well, she does, but Ayani is different. So I was explaining to her, because I have a Pisces child, I don't expect Ayani to be a scholar like her other two sisters because she's a Pisces. Not to say Pisces are not intelligent. They are very intelligent. They can be innovators. They can be scientists. They are the ones that are creating and innovating, and they are our creators, our business owners. Pisces are our, how can I describe them? Inventors. That's what they are. They are our inventors. And they deal with a lot of subconscious energy. So when a Pisces walk into the room, like regular people, they'll walk into the room, they'll see who's in the room. A Pisces, not only are they peeping out everybody's demeanor, but they can feel everything that's going on in that room. So they're just not reading in between the lines and seeing what's happening. They are feeling wholeheartedly what everybody is going through. Okay? That is what a Pisces is doing. They feel everybody's emotions. They deal with the unconscious, the delusions, the illusions. And the reason why is because they've experienced every other sign in the chart. So they have all of those traits that all of these houses have in it. Pisces has all of them in there, all stuck into one person. So they deal with the metaphysical world. They feel it all. And they're here to heal. They're here to help the world and heal the world. They're great with helping people. This is what that Pisces house is all about. Spirituality, esoteric energy, and the subconscious mind is how I would describe that Pisces house, the 12th house. And people who have a lot of Pisces in their chart, or any person where their chart dwells from here, from the 8th house on, if you have a lot in your chart from the 8th house on, even though this is what is happening where everybody can see it in the world, and I'll get into that a little bit also in this, because that's important to know how to check that out. This will let you know that you're a very spiritual person, a person that's in tune with what's going on the other side of the veil. So this is all the stuff that's internal going on here, and these are the things that's external. Now, when your chart is focused in this region, so where is that little chart I was showing y'all? Look, like I'm holding a baby. This the mother. You would think she was a baby, the way she acting. So if you have a lot concentrated in this section of your chart, like how this chart is, it's kind of even because it's concentrated down here too. But if most of your planets were to line here, this will make you a person that deals with a lot on the other side of the veil. And if you have a lot in Pisces, then you're definitely experiencing a lot of what's going on the other side of the veil. Okay? So yeah, you're going to get neutered soon, boo-boo. Grandma made your appointment. I did. It'll be December 31st. But you won't get it. No, you will. I know. It's hard. It's hard being a woman. So yes. So let's talk about the different sectors of your chart. Because here it looks a little confusing. And honestly, this is kind of wrong here. Well, a while ago, I was talking about the sun rising. And I was talking about how things are flipped. So we see it as the sun rising in the east and resting in the west. But if you're from space looking at Earth, it's actually flipped, if that makes sense. But because we're here, we're going to go with how it is for us here. So the astrological chart, I'm just going to draw a circle. Where the heck is my marker? Oh, right there. Luna, you got to go. Okay. Grandma got to work. So I'm going to put you inside the little thing. And you can relax yourself. So once you start looking at your astrological chart, you want to look at it as far as hemispheres, north, south, east, west. Okay. And then let me sit down so I can really reach it. I want y'all to see these as hemispheres when you're looking at your chart. So it's a circle. Okay. And it starts here with Aries. Each one of these has 3 sections. Oh. I know that looks terrible. I don't like that at all. Let me try to draw it right because I'm not at a good angle like that. Circle. Okay. So we have our 4 quadrants. Each quadrant has 3 houses in them. Okay. And we also have 4 hemispheres. I want another color and I can't find another color so I can really. It is what it is. We're going to have to keep going. All right. So we got this line here that's separated by the type of line. All right. So the first quadrant, well, first of all, we have the southern hemisphere and the northern hemisphere. I talked about that earlier where I was pointing out on this paper. The southern hemisphere talks about what's hidden, what belongs to you, what people will have to be personal in your life in order to know about you. And then up here is what the world will be able to see, what you contribute to the world, how you present yourself to the world, the marriages, relationships that the world get to see, where your husband will get to know this side of you. The world will see that you're married and you're married to this person and you got this many kids and y'all live in this neighborhood. You see what I'm saying? You do this for a living. You're humanitarian for this, or you donate to that. That's what the world will see. Okay, so this is your personable relationships. This is the outside relationships. So that's how you'll know. And so let's talk about that first, the northern and southern hemispheres. If you have a chart that has a lot going on down here. So if you look at your chart and most of your planets are concentrated down here, then that lets you know that you are like a homebody, a more personable person. People got to really get to know you. They got to get in depth with you. Okay. And then if your chart is more heavy out up here, then that shows that you're a person that is more outgoing. You like to have people around you. Some Libras can't have relationships unless they have a person around them, you know, like not relations, but you don't know how to just be alone. Some people have a real problem with that. Okay. Now, for the Eastern and Western hemisphere. Okay. It's the Western is on the right. I know that goes against what you're normally, but you have to remember it's flipped because we're looking at the astrological chart from space. You know what I mean? We're not on Earth looking at it, if that makes sense. So it's flipped. So the Eastern hemisphere, okay, is on the left side. The Western is on the right. That's why I was like, that's off. Like this right here is off. But the rest of this is correct. But if you're on Earth, they're not wrong. If you're on Earth, the east is to the right and the west is to the left. But because this astrological chart is being looked at from the heavens, it's a satellite in the sky looking at the astrology. We're going to look at it from how astrology is done. Okay? So if your stuff is on the eastern side, so like how here we have a lot of planets concentrated right here on the left side. This makes this person very self-motivated person. They get it done. They they're very self-motivated, especially with it being concentrated. If a person was born on today, this is today's chart, they'll be kind of all over the place, but self-motivated and also still humanitarianism because they got a lot going on the right side as well. But most of their stuff is channeled to the left side of the chart. So very like self-motivated, can get up and go business. They can be a business owner. They'll be very much, like that. Like self-motivated. Now, if you're on the right side, you're relationship oriented. If your chart is more heavy here, then you're very relationship oriented. You want people around when you're doing these things, where this person here will be doing it on their own. Now, again, y'all see how y'all chart is where there's going to be houses missing and stuff. So that will show you certain things about yourself. Now, in each one of these hemispheres, okay, because we got 4 of them, the north, the south, the east, the west. I'm sorry, the north, the south, the east, the west. We want to talk about each section and what each section kind of handles as far as your chart is concerned. Am I talking too long? Are y'all getting all this? Y'all can run it back if y'all feel like I'm off. But this first section with Aries, Taurus, and Gemini talks about who you are, your personal identity, who you are, who you are. Okay. I am, I own, I communicate with, or I express myself this way. That's how this first 3 sections. So you can put that as like your personal identity, your self-identity, your inner self. You can put that there, but this is all about you, put it that way, and how you identify with you. Then this section here is about how you express yourself amongst the people around you. So this is more, I put personal expression is what I have here. Yeah. Or self-expression, how you express yourself is this section here. Okay, so again, it's still all about self, but it breaks it down even more. So you'll see if a person's chart is crowded here, they're going to be homebodies. They're going to be all about them. If their chart is here, it's going to be more about the family unit. Okay, this is going to tell you when you're watching business people just do real fucked up shit. Pull their chart and you'll see clusters in certain areas where they don't have these type of emotional things, where they have like a God complex, and that type of stuff is in their chart. You see what I'm saying? So this person here, they'll want to do it for the family, where this person will be more self-motivated. I'm doing it for me. I'm doing it for me and mine. You see what I'm saying? The third side is who you are socially. How do people see you? So this is the work. 6th house is, 7th house is Libra, your marriage. You see what I'm saying? How deep your relationships go. You see what I'm saying? Things like that. The knowledge, how you teach the world, but this is how you express yourself socially. is this third section. And then this fourth section is how you I'm saying that wrong. This section is who you are to the world. Is how this is your marriage. This is the depth of your relationship. This is your knowledge and like your higher learning and things like that. And so this is like who you are to the world. Like your rising sign type of energy is in this third area where Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius is. Then we get into Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. This is more how you express yourself to the world. Okay, this is more how you express yourself to the world. I was a little fast with that. So yeah, this is express to the world. Okay. But yeah, how you express yourself to the world is how you come across as a business like and things to that nature. So you'll notice people when they have a lot going on in their chart in certain sectors, these type of people here, these will be the ones with the God complex. When you see a whole lot clustered up in this section, and this is our spiritual section also. Some of these people may come up to be atheists. It's in the spiritual section. They may come up that they're atheists. They don't believe in a God. They believe that they create whatever it is in the world. And you know what I mean? You can be an atheist from anyone, but usually an atheist will be somewhere. They'll be like some type of Sag, Capricorn energy. They can be any sign. But when you look at their chart, you'll see some type of stallion somewhere up in here. And that'll give them that God complex. Also, you'll need to pay attention to what they do for a living. We'll give them that God complex too. And that will play a part in their 6th house, what they've chosen as career, also 10th house. Same thing, but yeah. So I think I've broken it down a lot as far as astrology. I'm gonna go planet by planet, but not today. But we'll do planet by planet. I'm going to do videos on that because I want everybody to have that. I want to get into what they're debilitated in, exalted in, and explain those type of aspects in that and things of that nature. So yes. And that's it for today. Does anybody have any questions? I saw a lot going on. Let's see. Oh my God, y'all were talking. Oh my God. You so funny. Lily, we all have that problem. I know that's right. You so funny. Nah, that's true though. I think Hispanics, what I've learned in life with Spanish people is that we are the same as our African American and Black brothers and sisters. It's not about where we landed, it's about where the boat came from. I heard a philosopher say that one day, and I thought that was so dope. I love it. I'm taking that. But that's what he said. It's not where the boat landed, it's about where the boat came from. Because my family has a lot of Jamaican, and like my great grandfather Jamaican, my great grandfather Jamaican. So I got 3 greats in a row. Then my grandfather was born in Panama. My great grandfather moved from Jamaica to Panama. Then my grandfather was born in Panama and had my mother in Panama, and then my mom had me in Brooklyn. So when I found out where we really from, we're from fucking Nigeria. You see what I'm saying? We're Nigerian at the end of the day. So that's hilarious that we all thinking that my ancestors from Panama and I'm with my Panamanian flag and I'm still carrying it. I don't give a fuck. But at the end of the day, we came from Jamaica by way of Nigeria. So at the end of the day, we all from motherfucking Africa. I'm grateful to be from Nigeria though. Even though they be scamming and shit, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it. All right, guys, that is it for class today. I hope y'all got a good understanding of astrology. Yesterday I was a little quiet, but I think y'all could still hear me. I was soft with it, but y'all could still hear me. The only thing I missed is that when I spoke about the 6th house, I didn't talk about health. And that's important for the 6th house because the 6th house deal with illness and health and the hard work and dedication, like working out and things like that. So routines, daily routines, and that's part of working out and things. So that's what I wanted to add for yesterday. And I think today was informative. I hope you got what you needed, Lily, from all 3, because I did all of them this week. I did Monday, the 1st to the 4th. Tuesday, I did nothing. I had a live Q&A. Wednesday, I did the 4th, the 5th to the 9th. Oh, 5th to the 8th. And then today I did the 9th to the 12th. So go back and watch them if you want them. And if you have any questions, I'm here. You're welcome, boo. And I'm going to go through each planet because I did the days of the week, but I want to do the planets and really talk about what they entail and talk about the day and all that stuff because those planets are the main focus, and I'll talk about my most important one, which is the sun to me, but everybody is different. All right. Love y'all. Thank you. Thank you. And I will see you on tomorrow. Oh, I gotta go wash my face now. I forgot I was touching a cat. Lord, the mother of a cat, grandmother.